It's Madden NFL 22, and we've got a showcase of shutdown defenses. It's the reigning NFC champs and the Cardinals, and it's coming up next.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. So this was the scene a moment ago, the Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, CD, you look at the Cardinals in this matchup. They have a tremendous aerial attack, one of the best in the league. But they're going to face a stiff test here.
I don't think that they'll face a tougher test all season long because this is the #1 defense in the NFL. A team that puts a lot of pressure on a quarterback. And we know from talking to both of these teams, neither of them's going to back down from this challenge.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Pulls it in at the 13. And able to get this out to the 25.
Let's go!
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It's too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Here we go.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Play action. It's Burrow. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. So, Charles, you look at this offense. So what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And he fires one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, we talked pregame about how we might have some twists and turns in this one, but how about this on the opening drive?
Well, they had a pretty good drive working, didn't they? So you wouldn't expect this ending, because what you were thinking is they're going to put it in the end zone themselves, not have it go the other direction.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Taken from about the 12. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. The Cardinals making their way out, and it's the number 1 overall pick in 2019, Kyler Murray at the helm. After the turnover, here's Murray. Steps away to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Again, Murray will keep it. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Murray going to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Blankenship's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. He's completed 4 passes so far in this game. The issue is 2 of them have been to the guys in the wrong colored jersey.
So I'd say there's a little bit of clouded vision. Right? Sometimes he sees clearly, sometimes he doesn't. I know on the sideline they'll be going over things and talk about what the coverages are and what they're seeing. So you used to look at the snapshots. Now you look at the Microsoft Surface Pro. He's got to analyze what he's seeing and be more accurate with the ball.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion. You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he's got this down to the 35.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. From the 31, Burrow, slant to Adams. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They're passing here. Joe Burrow throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And Gold is able to put it through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The return man, Wilson. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best.
On the gas.
Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On 2nd and 12, Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Here's Murray. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And oh my, mistake there. Backs up, takes a fair catch at the 3-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. Now Burrow down around his goal line. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
Come on, let's go. Yes, sir, always.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. They will throw on first down with Burrow. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. First down, Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Murray has the first down and more. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Here's Murray. Flushed out right. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Niners ready to go on offense for the final time of this first half. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. From there, we'll make the trip down to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they were losers in their ball game as they fall to the visiting Washington football team. Marcus Mariota leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Daniel Jones leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. We continue on with a check of the next-gen stat.
The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. This to the outside, it's Sermon. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
From the gun, Murray. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they scored a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The football going back over to Arizona now. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Murray trying again after the pick 6. Dancing to his left. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
7 yards, the pick up there. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray, this one complete to Christian Kirk. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 39.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw, it's Murray. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he wants Reynolds way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
Now it's Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play,
touchdown! Hayden Hurst, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
Out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that is incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away. Burrow on play action. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, and they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. To the air again, Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And that's complete to Adams. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Here's Burrow. Slant to Adams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. To throw, Burrow. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Well, you know they're going to look his way in the 2-minute drill, but that time he was blanketed, and they forced the incompletion. May need some teammates to step up in this spot.
Burrow. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And they'll run with Sermon to begin the drive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Again, it's Sermon. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They'll try and run for the first with Sermon. And it would appear he's going to be short of a 1st down as he's stopped right around the 29. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10. So now the Niners down by 7. A little over 20 seconds to go. Their undefeated season, it's in danger unless they can score here as they've got a 1st and 10. Pass complete, Goddard. And he takes this almost to midfield. So they needed a pretty good-sized play, and they got it. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Cards, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town.